Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The world of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills thrives on glamour, shade, and the occasional tearful breakdown, but rarely has it been shaken to its core quite like it was today. When news broke about Kyle Richards, the longest-standing diamond holder of the franchise, the headlines lit up across social media and entertainment blogs like wildfire. Fans who thought they'd seen it all, from broken friendships to crumbling marriages and public scandals, were left speechless by the stunning development. The breaking point. It began in the early morning hours. Tims dropped a cryptic headline: Real Housewives Kyle Richards in the middle of shocking personal crisis. Within minutes, Instagram and Twitter were ablaze with speculation. Was it her long-rumored marital struggles with Mauricio Umansky? Was it about her growing closeness with country singer Morgan Wade? Or was there a financial scandal hiding beneath the Beverly Hills sparkle? As the day unfolded, pieces of the puzzle started to come together. Sources close to production hinted that Bravo cameras had been rolling when everything came to a head. Whatever had happened, it wasn't just a private matter anymore. It was bound to explode on screens in the upcoming season. But insiders whispered something deeper. This wasn't just another storyline. This was the storyline. Kyle Richards, the woman who had been with the franchise since day one, the steady center of chaos, had just found herself in the kind of storm she couldn't control. Marriage on the rocks. For months, fans had been analyzing every Instagram post Kyle shared, or didn't share, about her husband Mauricio. Their once picture-perfect marriage, celebrated as a rarity in the world of housewives, had started to show cracks. Missing wedding rings, separate vacations, and cryptic captions like "sometimes growth means distance" left the fanbase buzzing. Today, the whispers became screams. Multiple outlets confirmed that Kyle and Mauricio had reached a breaking point. A source close to the family stated, "Kyle fought hard to keep her marriage together, but things between her and Mauricio have been tense for years. They've tried counseling, time apart, and putting family first. But now it seems like the distance is irreversible." The revelation shattered fans' hearts. For over a decade, viewers had watched the Richards-Umansky household as the gold standard of housewives' marriages. They had cheered for their milestones, admired their parenting, and swooned at their family trips. To think it could all be unraveling felt unthinkable. The Morgan Wade factor. But just as the conversation shifted toward divorce speculation, another name emerged from the shadows: Morgan Wade. Kyle's friendship with the edgy country singer had raised eyebrows ever since they started spending more time together. Matching tattoos, late-night concerts, and vacations fueled rumors of something more than friendship. Kyle had denied romantic involvement repeatedly, insisting their connection was built on mutual understanding and personal growth. But fans weren't convinced. Today's news reignited those suspicions, with some insiders claiming that Kyle's bond with Morgan had become a source of tension in her marriage. Mauricio, who had tried to remain diplomatic in public, reportedly felt blindsided by the closeness. He was supportive at first, one insider revealed, but when it started to feel like Kyle had a whole new life outside their marriage, the trust began to crumble. Sisters in silence. Another layer to the shocking news was the silence from Kyle's sisters, Kathy Hilton and Kim Richards. Known for their roller coaster relationships, the Richards sisters have had their share of feuds, reconciliations, and emotional breakdowns over the years. But this time, both Kathy and Kim were noticeably quiet. No congratulatory texts, no supportive Instagram comments, nothing. Fans speculated whether old wounds had kept them from rallying around Kyle during this vulnerable moment. Others wondered if the family knew more than the public and were choosing to distance themselves from the storm. It was a striking reminder that in the world of Beverly Hills, family ties are often as fragile as friendships. Fan reactions, shockwaves across Bravo Nation. The Bravo fandom erupted in a frenzy of emotions. On Twitter, hashtags like #TeamKyle, #MauricioDeservesBetter, and #HouseWifeHistory began trending. One fan wrote, I never thought I'd see the day Kyle and Mo split. They were the only real love story in Housewives. Another posted, Kyle's living her truth, and I support her. Morgan makes her happy, you can see it. Period. A third voice added, this is the end of an era. Without Kyle, RHOBH will never be the same. Bravo superfans dissected every frame of Kyle's past appearances, trying to trace the roots of her unraveling marriage. Did the clues appear years ago? Were those nervous laughs in confessionals masking deeper pain? The conversation grew so intense that Andy Cohen himself chimed in during an Instagram Live, teasing, let's just say this next season of Beverly Hills is unlike anything you've seen before. Stay tuned, because the cameras didn't miss a thing. The emotional toll. Behind the glitz and gossip, however, was a woman facing one of the hardest moments of her life. Sources close to Kyle described her as devastated but determined. She had always been the caretaker of her children, her sisters, even her co-stars. Now, for the first time, she had to put herself first. Her daughters, who had grown up on the show, were reportedly rallying around her. They're heartbroken, a friend shared, but they're also incredibly protective of their mom. Kyle's been their rock, and now they're stepping up for her. Mauricio, meanwhile, was said to be focusing on his work with the agency while navigating the painful shift in his personal life. Bravo's golden girl. The significance of this moment extends far beyond one marriage. Kyle Richards isn't just another housewife, she's the housewife. The only original cast member still holding her diamond, she's been the thread connecting over a decade of drama, laughter, and heartbreak. From her infamous limo fight with Kim to her tense showdowns with Lisa Vanderpump, from her playful family trips to her raw confessions of insecurity, Kyle has given the audience a front-row seat to her life. She became the emotional anchor of RHOBH, the relatable counterbalance to the extravagant chaos around her. Now, as her world turns upside down, Bravo faces a storyline so real, so raw, it could redefine the future of the franchise. What comes next? The shocking news has left fans wondering what's ahead for Kyle Richards. Will she step away from the show to protect her privacy, or will she lean into the cameras, letting them capture her rebirth in real time? Insiders suggest Bravo is already adjusting production schedules to follow the unfolding drama. This is Housewives history, one producer reportedly said. You can't script this kind of reality. As for Kyle, her next move remains unclear. Some believe she'll embrace her friendship with Morgan Wade more publicly, while others predict a period of retreat as she regains her footing. Either way, one thing is certain, Kyle's life, and the show she helped build, will never be the same. The bigger picture. Beyond the gossip, Kyle's story touches on themes far more universal than Beverly Hills mansions and designer handbags. It's about the evolution of marriage, the courage to face change, and the painful reality that even the strongest seeming unions can falter. For viewers who have followed her journey for over a decade, the shock isn't just about the headlines. It's about the reminder that no one, not even the most glamorous housewife, is immune to heartbreak. And perhaps that's why the story resonates so deeply. Behind the diamonds, the designer gowns, and the dramatic dinner parties, Kyle Richards has always represented something real. Vulnerability, resilience, and the courage to keep moving forward, even when the cameras stop rolling. Final thoughts. Today's shocking news of Kyle Richards has rocked Bravo Nation to its core. Whether you're mourning the end of her fairy tale marriage, celebrating her possible new chapter, or simply stunned by the sudden turn of events, one thing is undeniable. This is a defining moment in Real Housewives history. Kyle has always been more than a housewife. She's been a storyteller of her own life, sharing the highs and lows with millions. Now, as she faces her most challenging chapter yet, the world is watching, waiting, and bracing for the drama, heartbreak, and resilience only Kyle Richards can bring. The shocking news isn't just the end of something, it's the beginning of an entirely new era.